Let's go shopping. Welcome to my channel. I'll show you everything I've bought from Riachuelo and C&A. I might add some Renner items today or make a separate video. I'm still deciding. Let's start. I'll get the pieces. First piece from Riachuelo, a great find. This barrel pants, girls, it fit really well. I'll show you in the video how nice it looks, and I liked it because of the color. I got a pair of pants from Riachuelo. I already told you about it last year, and when I finally opened the package, the pants were already sold out and you all went crazy. It became my favorite pair of pants because it's basic blue jeans. I love this one because, as you can see, the rise is really high, so it has a high waist, no elastic, no spandex, and the color is really nice. If you're tall, I think it'll work great because it's pretty long. I'll have to hem it quite a bit. That's it. I highly recommend it. Just one last tip. I got it in size 34, which isn't my usual size. I went one size down, and even so, it was still a little bit big. I think it's funny that the girls who are actually size 36 or 34, when I say this, a tear runs down your face because you know I'm a size 36. My measurements are almost like a 38. Bia, shall we find my measurements here to give some guidance to the people who are new here? You can decide if it makes sense, but for really skinny people, finding clothes is tough, so adjustments are always possible. And for a regular size, just go one size down. Well, at Riachuelo, guys, I also got these pajamas, and honestly, I'm really impressed with Riachuelo's pajamas. They come with a little tag that says soft touch, and honestly, they're really nice. I love this nightgown. There's a collection. Usually they make collections with matching prints anyway, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a top with pants, there's a nightgown. I wanted a long sleeve nightgown, but it's kind of tricky to have a long sleeve nightgown because it's cold. This week, it's very cold in Sorocaba. I put it on and my legs felt cold. For sleeping, it's worth it because it warms you at night and eventually cools you down. When I'm home during the day and about to record, it's cool but not too cold, so it makes sense. Plus, its color is really beautiful. This one, it's a bit daring for my style. I got it in size small. It's one of those second skin tops that look nice to wear on their own, which makes it a bit more daring. Nothing too much because the lace is pretty dense, and if I wear a bra in my skin tone, it works well. I tried it on. It doesn't look too revealing. But lace already has a sensual vibe, which isn't my style. Well, I got it. I'll try it on properly later. I'm a little unsure about this one, but it's pretty, guys, the lace is really nice. The quality, I really like this blouse. If I'm not mistaken, it comes in 3 or 4 colors. Did anyone hear a fart? Was it recorded on audio? Oh, guys, my heart's in my hands. I have nothing to say. Tomorrow we're traveling and it's going to be a work trip. Anyway, so tomorrow is a work fair. Netinho is going to the fair and I'll also be creating content. I'll be generating content for him. Luquinha won't be able to go. It'll be 6 days. It's just a little bit the minimum necessary because the fair is 4 days. So there are travel days anyway. There won't be any sightseeing. But my heart aches to leave him and I think he's feeling it, guys. He won't leave my side. He's already clingy. But today he's just so much more clingy, right? Please excuse the little fart. Some things can't be controlled. It's bad to hold it in. These pants are a limited edition and I thought this plaid blazer was so beautiful. I'm not sure if I got the size wrong since I tried on the 38, ordered the 38, but didn't try the 36. And I made a promise to myself to stop always buying things that are too big. I usually get blazers a little bigger because my shoulders are really broad. But it's a blazer that I think isn't, I don't know, it's not small, it doesn't need to be, it's not a rule. I usually go a size up when the piece fits, just to make it more comfortable and all. But since I didn't try on the 36, I'm not sure if I should recommend going a size up. I'll suggest you stick with your usual size. When I return from my trip, I'll check if it's still in the store and might exchange it. Just a reminder, Riachuelo is the easiest for exchanges, but Renner is also simple. C&A has pros and cons. The good thing about C&A is the online returns. However, they give you a store credit that you can only use online. If you shop in-store, you must use the entire amount at checkout, which is annoying since they don't return unused credit for online use. I love Riachuelo because I can take everything there. I get the credit back in my account and I can spend it all again. And Renner also has both options. You can return items at the register, exchange them, and you get the store credit back too. I think Renner and Riachuelo are the same, only C&A has this little difference. But guys, it's beautiful. And I'm saying this because a lot of people who follow me, sometimes they've been following me for a while and say, Rita Saraiva, I want to shop online. How do I get these pieces you show? Guys, they can't do it. This discount isn't available in the physical store, only online. However, you do have this benefit and the advantage of exchanging or returning items. And I mention this benefit and advantage because I'm someone who has a habit of exchanging clothes I buy. I used to be more indecisive, now less so. But anyway, sometimes you don't want to exchange. You really want your money back, and online we have that advantage. Well, let me talk about Riachuelo's home section because I'm totally addicted to their blankets. Guys, they're so nice. And I'm addicted because, like, I've noticed two effects of the weather in my city since I got married. I got married 10 years ago. When we got married, we moved into an apartment that was, guys, have you ever lived in an apartment that gets the afternoon sun? That's even a tip for anyone who's going to buy a property. Pay attention to that. Because if the sun is at a 90-degree angle in the afternoon, late in the day, it's going to set inside your house. Anyone who's lived in an apartment with afternoon sun will know what that's like. Anyway, I lived in that apartment for about 3 or 4 years. We didn't have air conditioning, and it was manageable. But over time, it became unbearable, the heat inside. So we installed air conditioning, and it was the same with the cold. It didn't get very cold when I got married, and even after that. I never bought a good blanket for my house, but last year I noticed it got much colder. I always say in my videos that I even missed having jackets. They sold out really fast during the winter because it got cold and the stores weren't prepared. And it was the same thing for sleeping. I got this one for my mom. I'm even going to open hers. She ordered it in king size. I didn't buy this one for myself. I'll show you mine in a bit. Hers is double floral, not double-sided, just regular. See? But it's incredibly soft. Can you feel it, guys? It's so nice. Look, it even has a Casa Riacho tag. Just a reminder, there's a discount coupon. So you know, at the moment I'm recording this for you, we have a 20% discount, so take advantage of it. And soon I'll get more items to show you. And here's the other one I told you I already bought. 4 in total. This is the 4th one. The other 3 are the same. They're like this, I swear. Plush, plush, plush. Wonderful. One more tip, guys. Barrel pants from Riachuelo. This is my 2nd pair. This is actually my 3rd. I have the brown, off-white, and black. I love them. I don't know about you, but I like pants with elastic at the ankle. I don't know where I can wear them. I think the barrel style trend, not just for jeans, but also for sweatpants, is really in right now, and I'm super excited about that. But I'm liking these looser ones more, so I loved it. This one is extra small. And my black one is a small. I think I'm going to recommend sizing down because honestly, it fit better. Well, moving on to more purchases from Riachuelo, let me give you this tip. It's about this modal fabric. Guys, the feel of this fabric is just amazing. And at Riachuelo, they release several options. In fact, look up women's modals so you can check out the pieces they have there. But I got this one in 3 colors. The off-white one is missing here. The black one, which I think I've already worn about 3 times. I've worn the burgundy one once. And the off-white one I've worn once too. The fabric is just so nice. They have it in a crew neck style. I haven't gotten the crew neck yet, but I want to get it too. And this one is a turtleneck. I'll even leave a photo of me wearing it. It's not super tight, so for those who feel a bit claustrophobic, you know, around the neck, it's really comfortable and looks elegant because of the turtleneck. In fact, on the days I wore it during the trip, I wore my hair up. That's even a tip here. It gives you some air and actually looks nice. We push ourselves to switch up our usual hair a bit. I wore this with wide leg pants recently since I have a matching bag. It's really nice, and I also pair it with sweatpants. Even though it's not the same fabric, it works. Oh, and guys, I'm kind of keeping my foot out a little because I just did my nails. I've been doing gel polish here at home. If any manicurists see me doing something wrong, please let me know. But I used to do it at the salon, and they introduced me to this wonderful thing called gel polish. I just apply the product and put it under the lamp. At my salon, they stopped offering it. I didn't want to find another place nearby, so I checked the brand, bought the polish and curing lamp on Mercado Libre, and now I just apply it myself. You apply it easily, leave it for a minute, and the polish lasts a long time. I only use the white one and have used these colors for years. But since I do a lot of try-ons and I handle jeans a lot, the polish, the white one, tends to get yellow and sometimes it stains. You know how sometimes the blue from the jeans rubs off a little? And I don't like that. So with the polish, besides lasting longer, it stays that perfect white for several days. I just did it. I haven't applied the polish yet, but later I'll do it and see if I can show you guys. Well, from Silvia Brás, besides the pieces I showed in another shopping haul video where I got that blue plaid set, I had also picked up the brown faux leather trench coat. So the other day I came, tried on some things at Riacho, loved this jacket and brought it home. They only had it in size L the day I tried it on and I liked it. I even wore it this week. I'm not sure if I have a photo. I wore it with the suede shorts from Riacho, which I love, tights and riding boots. By the way, guys, I have a discount code at Herring. In case anyone wants to buy the jacket and can't find their size because they only had it in L, at Herring they have all the sizes. But the fit at Herring is a little bigger. The small is already a pretty generous small. The cool thing about Herring is that they have the matching shorts option. Here, you'll need shorts, which I suggest should be brown because it'll look better, but you could try, I don't know, black. I don't think so, guys. I really suggest brown. I haven't tried it yet. Later, I can share more ways to wear it, but I would stick with the colors of the jacket. Well, moving on to Riachuelo, I picked this up. Look, for those into modest fashion, it doesn't have to be shorts, like I said. You can wear a skirt too. Look how pretty it is. Put on the little jacket and wear this skirt. I picked this skirt because I have boots in this color, which are actually from SHEIN. Guys, this is a beautiful, trendy boot at a great price with no middle seam. I'm not recommending it just because it's from SHEIN or saying it's better or worse. I've just never seen this boot elsewhere. This boot is very versatile, currently trendy, and I have no other boots to recommend. I owe it to the girls who follow me to talk about boots to show links to boots, but guys, it's really hard. At AREZZO, a brand I love, they released several boots with center stitching. That already makes things harder for me. I also want boots at different prices. For example, there's a pair I've been eyeing for about 500. That one's actually cheap compared to another from AREZZO I liked, which costs 800 and doesn't have stitching down the middle. I know most people won't spend 800 Rs on boots. I want to find something good, stylish, and affordable, so I'm sharing this recommendation. I've been bringing it along for try-ons, and it's been working really well. Speaking of AREZZO, guys, this sandal is a real find. It's so beautiful. It goes with amazing outfits because it's very clean, you know? And this little strap is really basic and everything looks good with it. And I bought it at an outlet near my city, at Katarina Outlet. But since it's from the current collection, I paid full price. And that day, they only had size 36. And I always wear size 35 in sandals and loafers. So I tried on the 36, it fit well. There wasn't a smaller size. And I was like, you know when you try something on and it fits perfectly? I ended up buying it and it worked out really well for me. Then, when I went to buy it again, in another color, right? There I bought the brown one that I found. I went to buy the black one and got it in size 35, guys. It was way too tight. Here, the strap really hurts my foot. Then I found out I needed the 36. So that's the tip, because I said this sandal is comfortable and a lot of people questioned it. And in fact, there's nothing about it that should make it comfortable, right? It's not such a low heel with a little strap, and you know that strap is a killer. My tip is to get a bigger size. I couldn't miss giving you the tip about this amazing blanket. This one that I said I've already bought several of. Why? I bought it, then it helped us fall in love with it. I gave it to her for Mother's Day. And then I got more for my room. I gave one to Luquinha, to her, and to myself. Guys, it's so nice. And Rodrigo too. It's really cozy. You can't tell because it feels just like the one I got my mom on this side, and the other side is like sheep wool. Both sides get very warm. So much so that if it's not a really cold day, it's heavy. Not too heavy, but it warms you up. It's so nice. I bought the king size. I haven't opened it on my bed yet. Luquinha's bed is a soft Montessori floor bed I got on Mercado Libre. It's a double, but I had bought king size before. I bought more king sheets now, but I'm not sure if they'll fit or if they're too short. I usually don't go to Momantique, but for a king bed, these blankets seem short and should be larger. Still, they're good enough for sleeping and are really nice. I even went to get the capsule so you can see it. This one right here. Then I apply my nail polish, put it in here, and do my own gel manicure at home. I'm loving it. I also got this jacket from CNA that I wore on the trip. I loved it. It has matching pants. The set must be amazing. But I don't like the seam in the middle. Yesterday, I finally took 15 pairs of pants to the seamstress to get fixed. I had needed to do this for a long time. And then I found out, a follower told me, that not every seam in the middle that I don't like is actually a joining of fabric. Sometimes they actually make the pants normally and then just close up that part a little, so I talked to the seamstress about letting it out. She said, Rita, I worked at a company in a factory that does this, and they used to apply a product. So even if you let it out, many times the mark stays. Not a stain, but a mark. Even if you iron it, the mark doesn't go away. But yesterday she let one of mine out and it worked. There was no mark at all. I was worried the thread mark would stay, but she assured me they use a very fine needle. Now I'm thinking of getting the matching pants for this jacket since I loved wearing it separately. I even bought the brown one after wearing it on my trip and loving it. This tailored style uses more structured fabric, but it's still very sporty with big pockets and elastic. It's really trendy. You can wear it with sneakers, but if you put on loafers or a fancier shoe, like pumps, it looks even more interesting because being stylish, guys, is always about breaking expectations. And breaking expectations 90% of the time happens with the shoes. You know that shoe that no one expects to complete that look? You think of something sporty and then finish it with an elegant shoe. You think of an elegant look, like a tailored outfit, a blazer and pants set, and then it ends with sneakers. You're like, how come? But it looks great. If the colors are coordinated, it's hard to go wrong. That makes the look stylish since you don't expect the outfit's final result. Usually people don't judge from the feet up, right? They look up, then at the feet, and then back up. But regardless of the position from which they're going to judge you, they'll look at you for 3 seconds, and for sure the shoes, even if they're incongruent but still matching, will work. It'll be a success, I'm sure. I got this jacket in a small, it's already oversized. And I also wore it because I love this kind of windbreaker, really thin. It's nice going to the gym when it's chilly. You can warm up, but once you start working out and it gets hot, you take it off. It doesn't seem like it, but it really gets warm. I thought it looked great. From CEA, the day I posted it, a lot of girls said it was already in their cart and they were just waiting for someone to try it on. This kind of little jacket, I have to get a size up, so this one is a medium, okay? I got it in gray. I think there are more colors. I don't remember if they have black and off-white, and I want those too. Ta-da! And the little dream bag. Guys, I really wanted to have this bag. My brother wanted it too because I was talking about it with it closed. He said, but you weren't showing it. I said, wait, I'll show it. He's going to act suspicious. Yeah, the suspicious one. Guys, it's the medium caviar with a gold chain. So for me, for those who care about these silly things, it's like winning at life. For those who don't care, it's just a bag and maybe not even a pretty one. It's an accomplishment because I bought it myself, not as a gift, you know? It wasn't my dad who gave it to me. It wasn't my husband who gave it to me. Like, I bought the bag I dreamed of. Everyone has their own thing. I say, right, whoever loves guitars is passionate about guitars. Do you know about guitars, guitar strings? There are all kinds of prices, guys. There are guitars that must cost, I don't know. So it's the same thing, the bag, the same thing, cars for men. I'm back. I don't know if you're curious to see the inside because leukemia makes me lose track of things, but it's like this. It has sunglasses that I've already used this week. And look, guys, it's like this. It's really beautiful. How did I get to this one before getting to this one to tell you guys? My first luxury bag was bought with my first office earnings. I purchased a secondhand Louis Vuitton, which I still own, feel very attached to, and have right here. Anyway, I started following a lady, a personal shopper, who sent bags to Brazil. That's how it started. So guys, how did I get to Chanel? There was a time when I thought, no, Chanel isn't for me. I wouldn't go in since I didn't know the bag prices. It seemed impossible. Go in, try things on, and don't stop yourself if you want to buy something. Have you heard Mariana Rios's story? She used to sell truffles. Look at her story. And she started trying out for roles at Globo, going to interviews. There were auditions to be an actress, right? And she moved from Rio. She sent things to a small town. They saw that she had some talent. But it's really hard to get in because there are specific roles and a lot of people competing. And she used to sell truffles to help pay for college. Then she started working at the Jaguar store, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, that's it. Or maybe it was Land Rover. I think it was Jaguar. And she sold truffles to the guys who worked there. And she asked if she could get in the car, and the guy led her, and it was super chill. They became friends with her and everything. And she kept dreaming about that car, that car. Guys, years later, she made it big on Globo, and she was invited to be the brand's ambassador. She spent 3 or 4 years representing the brand, you know? That's why I say the block is also mental. I'm including myself. It's like someone running a marathon. No one starts with 21 kilometers. You run 3 kilometers, then you run 5 kilometers, then you sign up for a 10 kilometers, a 5 kilometers, and then you get there. And the block is, you'll have to be physically prepared, of course. The physical and mental aspects influence each other. My sister was watching something about this, guys. Those guys from the past who did something really big already had this mindset of prosperity, gratitude, and dreaming. A lot of people are talking about this. They already envisioned all these things, everything, right? The light bulb, right? The guy who created the light bulb, the guy who created the airplane. How much did they hope for the airplane to take off? Seeing others succeed and buy what I want inspires me more. I believe that, like in a race, if someone achieves a certain time, it's proof it's humanly possible. This is much simpler than what I'm discussing, but it's possible. So dream, work hard, kisses, see you in the next video.